In the wake of the Uvalde school shooting, the CBS 11i team's been taking an in-depth look into the mental health of our students and also the need for services to help them. Tonight, as we continue our search for answers, investigator Brian New speaking with school psychologists on their challenges right now to do what they do best, help our students.
The COVID lockdown has taken a heavy toll on mental health, even in children.
We heard it after years of COVID-19 isolation.
Anybody who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
We heard it after the Uvalde school shooting. Texas students are in need of more mental health support, and yet the numbers show many are not getting it. A study published in the American Journal on Psychiatry found 1 in 5 kids in the U.S. need mental health support, and yet nearly 80% won't get it. That's something school psychologist Kelsey Tice worries about.
Yeah, 100%. There's many students out there that just go without the help.
Tice is the president of the Texas Association of School Psychologists and is one of more than 2,000 licensed professionals working in Texas schools. These graduate-level professionals are uniquely trained to address mental and behavior health concerns for students. But the problem, Tice says, there's simply not enough of them. The National Association of School Psychologists recommends schools have at least one school psychologist for every 500 students. In Texas statewide, the ratio is 1 school psychologist for every 2,500 students. In the Fort Worth education region, it's 1 for every 2,700 students. In the Dallas region, it's 1 for every 3,700 students. For Texas to meet the industry's minimum recommendation, the state would need to make more than 8,000 hires.
We have a major challenge related to the mental health workforce here in the state of Texas.
Dr. David Lakey is the head of the Texas Child Mental Health Care Consortium. After the 2008 Santa Fe High School shooting, Texas lawmakers put him in charge of finding ways to increase mental health resources for students. But Dr. Lakey says money alone won't fix the problem.
I've told the legislature that exact point, that they can give me a bucket full of money, but if I can't hire the people to provide these services, I can't spend those dollars.
Texas needs more people to become school psychologists, but training capacity at Texas universities that offer programs is limited. According to the Texas Association of School Psychologists, at the current rate of graduate training, it would take almost 45 years to meet workforce shortages. And that's assuming all the current school psychologists never retire.
In Texas, we're in a pretty dire strait with the services that we're able to provide to students because there's just not enough of us.
Tice says developing more training programs is a must, but admits that could take years, if not decades. But there is something, she says, Texas could do right now that would make a difference.
I certainly believe that if we could change the title, it would just help people know who to go to or know to maybe ask us about something.
Texas is just one of 2 states where school psychologists aren't called school psychologists. On their Texas license is LSSP, Licensed Specialists in School Psychology. Tice says the LSSP name often leaves parents and teachers confused and unclear as to who they are.
How often do you have to explain to people what you do?
Probably almost every day. Over time, it's just really tiring. It's just a morale killer sometimes, to be quite honest. It's hard to constantly have to explain who you are.
Tice says the name change alone won't solve the shortage problem, but says it's a good step towards getting more students the help they need.
Obviously, solving a shortage isn't something that occurs overnight. It's a many-year process, but we may have had more people that would have wanted to join if they understood who we were or knew how to find us.
Now, the Texas Association of School Psychologists has been pushing for this name change for more than a decade now, but in the past, state bills that would have changed the name were often never even voted on. So now the association is taking a different approach. They are looking for a rule change through the state regulatory board. Doug, this is a complex and several-step process, but school psychologists are optimistic that they can get a rule change and thus their name changed by early next year.
Well, overall, an extraordinary challenge, but especially the schools out there where there might not be a school psychologist. Where can parents or students turn if they need help?
Yeah, so the Texas Education Agency wants parents to know that a lot of times school districts will partner with outside professional mental health services. These could be oftentimes clinical social workers or professional counselors, even family therapists. A lot of this is unknown. So, Doug, the key is if your child or even if your family needs some of these services, they simply need to ask their school district.
Our search for answers continues. Our pledge, Brian and the entire team here, to keep looking for answers. Brian, thank you so much.